Hey guys, GG here at GameTime Michigan, and today I am doing a first, actually, a double deck profile. So I've got Canadian West and Chris Mcgarrett here. They both top-aided Grand Prix Detroit 2024.
This is the handsome West.
That's the handsome one.
Handsome West. Yes.
Handsome West.
Yeah, thank you.
What's the other West then, if you're the handsome West?
He's just American West.
He's just normal West?
Yeah.
He's the anti-West.
Anti-West.
No bad shots taken. He's a great guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we're doing something a little different here. We're going to talk about both their decks at the same time and hopefully have a little bit of fun doing it. So what'd you guys both play today?
We were both on Turbo, and you know we play War League together, and we often play online together to practice. Our decks are similar, but there's definitely some differences.
So what are some of the key differences? Because for the most part, like every Chaos deck is like 35 of the same 40 cards, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just speak for mine. Last night we got home after the warm-up event, and I put 37 cards in my deck that I was 100% playing. And then I had 8 cards in the side, and then when I got here, I made all the rest of those decisions. I'm pretty happy with what I decided, aside from a few cards I probably would change now.
What cards didn't you like?
So I had 14 cards in my side just before start, and I went with the Zombira the Dark, and I kind of regret that at this point. I would think I would have rather had a third Satu.
Third side Ratsu?
That'd probably be the biggest difference in the side as far as the choices that I made.
Looks good for your warm-up.
In the warm-up event, I played a fun deck, and I played a Prance Magician. I've been wanting to play for a long time, and then I know Anthony topped a bunch of events with it in the side and the main, and I was like, okay, we gotta let that die out a little bit. But I played it last night, and I thought it was so good, so I played it today, and it was probably the best card, that deck choice, like side deck card choice I made.
Okay.
I would say.
What matchups did you bring it in against?
It depended on the opponent, but it was pretty much every match it came in.
Okay.
At some point.
And then did you do anything like
Other than Adam, and that might be the reason I lost. I don't know. That was the only time I didn't bring it in. Taking a match.
It's the go.
Fair enough. And then did you do anything funky with the main deck, or just kind of keep it pretty standard?
Pretty standard. I went with the third Dequoichi, which I don't know, but I played it at a couple events with Card Destruction and Double Knight Sail, and it's so good in some matchups and gets you out of spots. And then I put Torrential back in the main just because of the local area and how people play. I think Torrential is too good of a card in this local meta.
Very great when people walk right into it, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the whole.
What about you, Wes? Did you do anything non-standard with your deck?
Yeah, you know, kind of following what Chris said, there was a couple choices I was making, and one of them was 2 or 3 Dequoichis. Last minute decision, I decided to only run 2, and I included a mained Mind Control and a mained Kaiku, just from getting a feel ahead of the tournament, how many Chaos players there were going to be, and trying to get that early hedge in game 1. And then, you know, where most of the spice came into play was in the side deck. You know, playing against...
What side deck spice did you have today?
You know, playing against warriors, you have kinetic soldiers.
Yep.
Sakuretsus. I had a Mobius in my side.
How'd that run for you today? Did you get to use it at all?
I did get to use it. I used it once, and the payoff was awesome. It was exactly what you want your Mobius to do, and that was...
You said I had brain control.
I did. Okay, I got 3 walks.
He still hasn't given up on 3 walks.
No.
He doesn't want to lose in time.
Yeah, I don't want to lose.
Burn.
No, burn is what I don't want to lose to.
Did you play burn at all?
I didn't play burn at all. No.
I think there might have only been 2 or 3. I think there were more last turn decks today than there were burn decks.
Yes.
Which is wild.
Yeah. So
it looks like we're both maining a mind control.
Yeah, I mained a mind control. I do have a second Kaiku for the Chaos Mirror. Now this is where things start to get a little bit spicy here.
Ooh, I'm excited to see the spice.
I heard spice?
Yeah, JVZ's been talking about Reasoning Gate and all this kind of stuff, and I think it has been more popular recently, even the last Grand Prix.
Yep, yeah, we saw that in the side deck of the second place player in Chicago even.
Yeah, so I had 1 Threatening Roar. I did have the Zombira, as Chris mentioned.
How'd you feel about the Zombira? Did it do anything for you?
Yeah, it was 50-50. You know, it beat over a couple spies. It beat over Kaiku. But then there were spots where it's just sitting there, and my opponent knows that I don't have any other monsters, and you know they're allowed to claw back into the game because there's no pressure.
for those that don't know, we played round 1, and I see a card in your side deck that you did play in our match.
Yes, we'll get around to it.
Ooh, we're slow rolling this one. I love it.
Spirit Reaper was excellent today. Ripped a bunch of cards, and you have to force an answer to this card. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master. This was an
There's some
interesting.
spice.
So in my mirror matches, I know a lot of people bring in Kaikus, Sakus, Mind Controls. So I basically took out almost all my flips, and I was putting in Reapers, Jiu-Jitsu Masters, Zambira, basically trying to make those cards dead.
Did you get anybody good with Jiu-Jitsu Master today?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
I did get a Kaiku into Jiu-Jitsu Master, which is perfect.
That's so brutal when that happens.
You're sending it back. And then these were my last 2 spice cards. I had a Brain Control and Interdimensional Matter.
There's the real spice.
Brain Control was a 10 out of 10 today, taking someone's, Sorg attacking over.
No.
It was good. Interdimensional Cable, it came up once where it saved one of my boss monsters, and it kind of forced a play where they brought out Chaos and tried to banish, and I took it out, brought it back. Overall, I wouldn't play this card again in this specific tournament, but it did have its moments.
Okay. Was there anything you would do differently with your deck or side deck today? Or do you feel you played some matches? Do you wish you would have played things slightly different? Or
yeah, I mean, you always play to win, right? Like
yeah.
there's always optimal plays, and I'm not perfect. I try to play as well as I can, but sometimes mistakes happen. If there was one card I would change, it'd be this one. It is good. It has its moments, but in the spots that it was used, I think there could have been other cards.
Can we go with the transport?
Yeah.
I think obviously it's better in the Go Control matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't see any of it today.
yeah, we had another top 8 competitor that had compulsory in their side deck that they were boarding in against goats, and they said they got to go control really good.
That
Sounds like we got a
was
conclusion over there.
Adam. Go shoot.
So how did you guys feel about the event today?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
I thought with the price of the event, I was surprised that it got as many people as it did, and it was very impressive.
Yeah, it was it was well run, DJ.
It was fast. I will say that for a GGP, it ran pretty smooth throughout the day.
Yeah, it was good. My only thing is maybe a little bit longer at the time, but
I do prefer 45-minute rounds.
Yeah, but
that'd be one of my complaints.
Outside of that, like you said, it was smooth, and I have no other quarrels or anything. I think it was good.
Okay. And then I'll let you guys final thoughts from both of you if you want to give any shout outs or say anything, and then we'll wrap it up.
Shout out Team Safari.
Yeah.
519 is mostly here, but
Team Extreme.
Team Extreme.
From back in the day.
Yeah. So
we're hoping that Adam wins, since he's probably the best player that's left.
Yeah. Shout out to AJT BLS, who's still playing.
Yep. Sounds like he's in the finals right now. So. Alrighty, well, thank you, Wes and Chris, for sitting down and talking with me. Congratulations on your top 8, and look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Thank you.
See you in September.